How's it going, folks? I'm doing a test here. I've made this my non-negotiable, showing up for my Sunday stream. And I'm on the back of a 3-day migraine. Not fun. So I'm coming into this with pretty much no energy. The headache has subsided, but I'm sitting with my key light burning my eyes. I might try it without. It's going to make me go dark. 2, 3, boom. Yeah, that feels nicer. But it looks rubbish. It looks dreadful. Let's try this light. That's not so dreadful. It's not so burny. Let me just turn it up a smidge. Yeah, that's a bit better. But still, it's burny. Can I do a live stream in the dark? Is that an acceptable thing? Well, it's my stream. I can do whatever I want, really, can I? It's not going to make it great for viewing back. So what's the best thing here? Show up when... I mean, normally I don't feel like showing up anyway. And I do it and then I feel better at the end. So that's a lesson. But when I'm not feeling well, I don't know, it's probably not the best idea I ever had. But I'm here. Got my guitar, which always helps, so I can just do a silhouette. That's a new song I'm learning, which is a song I've wanted to learn since 1995. What's been holding me back? I don't know. I guess I always felt that it was beyond my skill level, but it isn't. I don't know why I would think that, because I'm quite an accomplished player. I can play things that are far more challenging than that, so I'm not sure what held me back. The idea of learning a Russian song, maybe. I don't know, it's one of my favourite songs, so I don't know why I would not learn it, but I fixed that. I'm learning it now, instead of waiting another 5 years. Do you know what I mean? So what are we talking about today? Well, I'd like to talk a bit about resistance, if I may. Let me just put the light on, make it more mellow. I suppose that's slightly better. So, resistance, it's something I've been aware of, but I've never really heard it described by another creator before in a simple way that makes it easy to understand. And then I got this book, and it's incredible. I spoke about resistance. Well, I spoke about what I was going through this week with 2 different people, which is that I was struggling to break through the resistance. See, now I know what it's called, I'm going to keep calling it that, but I didn't understand the concept. Or rather I did, and this is very incoherent because my brain's not working very well, but I understood that I was not getting from not doing something to doing something. I wasn't crossing that gap. Even though the thing I wanted to do was something I wanted to do. It wasn't like I was going to have to mow the grass or paint the walls or something. You know, the kinds of things I don't enjoy doing at all. I'm talking about making content. I'm talking about, well, walking the dogs, which I did do, actually. Playing music. Things like that, things I want to do, but I still don't do them. What is that? Well, it's resistance. So in a conversation with Nicola and with Sarah, both times this book was recommended. So I feel like the universe was telling me to read the damn book. And I had the book. I bought it I bought 2 books for my daughter's birthday. And I was going to give her one and keep one. So I gave her The Artist's Way, because it seems much more in keeping with who she is. So I kept The War of Art. So when it was recommended to me by 2 different people, it was simply a case of going over to the shelf and picking it off the shelf. So I've done that, and I started it, and I can already see that it's a potential life-changing book. So let me just read you an excerpt that I drew a ring around. This is from the introduction with the title, What I Know. There's a secret that real writers know that wannabe writers don't, and the secret is this. It's not the writing part that's hard. What's hard is sitting down to write. What keeps us from sitting down is resistance. It's resistance with a capital R. So it's a proper noun. And on every page I've been able to relate to pretty much everything. Resistance cannot be seen, touched or heard or smelled, but it can be felt. We experience it as an energy field radiating from work and potential. It's a repelling force. It's negative. Its aim is to shove us away, distract us, prevent us from doing our work. So its aim, does resistance have an aim? That makes it sound like it's a living being. If it has aims, maybe it is. It has godlike powers. So this is something I've been facing, all my life. I've heard creators talk about this a lot, but particularly in my conversation with Nicola this week, it was about why I'm not doing the thing that I want to do. And what came up there was that I need to figure out what my purpose is, or what my why. This is the word that's used these days. What is your why? So in the conversation, I thought I knew what my why was. And that is supposed to be enough to drive me through the resistance. And the fact that it wasn't made me start to question it. Is that really my purpose? I don't like the word why, when we have a perfectly good word, which is purpose. So I'm going to use purpose. So my purpose is supposed to be enough to drive me through the resistance, and it wasn't, which made me think, maybe I've got it wrong. This book, I think, is helping me to come to a different conclusion, which is that maybe I've got it right, but resistance is still there. So yeah, what is my purpose? Well, I started to think, what's the thing I would do if I were to get out of bed and have financial independence and not have to worry about working? What's the thing that I would do? It's difficult to put myself in that place, because it's such a leap from where I am right now. If I had money to be able to afford to do things, I would maybe travel. I would enjoy travelling with my wife, with the family, spending time. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I would love to travel. But then again, I'm more comfortable at home than anywhere else. But I would love, yeah, I really think I would love to travel. With my camera, I would love to take pictures. I love being on camera. I love making videos. I love taking pictures. I love travelling. So I like to think I would do those things. So could I make that into a thing that I do as a living? That's an interesting question. I'm kind of putting my thoughts out there as I'm pondering this, and with a migraine clouding my thoughts. I've been inspired by a video maker called Mike, and his filmmaking makes me want to make films like he does, which are documentary style with lots of B-roll and cuts and edits and music, and it seems reachable. He's using an editor, he's using a camera guy, and he's also got somebody on his music. So he posted a video yesterday which was titled How I Sabotaged My Life for a Year, which I don't think is a snappy title, but his thumbnail was snappy. I'm going to drop it in the chat for you because it seems a bit pointless talking about a video that you can't see. I wonder how quickly I can find this. So this is the problem with going into a live stream unscripted and unplanned. I can't plan to share links with you because I don't know that they're going to come up. Right, is it going to give me a sharing link? No, why does YouTube? Honestly. That means I've got to click the video, which means the video is going to play. But the sound is off. Okay, good. Share, copy, live stream, post, comment, share. Right, there we go. So, yeah, the way he tells story, the way he builds the story with B-roll and all of that, I want to get there. But is that enough? That's what I would do. Why would I do that? That's the bigger question. I want to spend time with my wife. I want to set her free. Her job is destroying her. I mean, she's working right now, facing a deadline again. So that should be enough to drive me, and it's not. I mean, earning money on YouTube is a long game, so I'm not going to be able to set her free anytime soon with that. I'm coaching. I have one paid client now, which is awesome. I should be looking for more clients in order to set her free. I think the key to it is money. If I can earn enough money, then I get to do those things. So I should be doing everything I can to increase my revenue. With the coaching, it's something that has surprised me. It's a new thing for me. But what has surprised me is that it's something I want to do. I thought I wanted to be a translator. And I kind of did. And I did become a translator for a while, but I don't think I was very good at it. And I found the deadlines to be very, very stressful. So I know exactly what my wife is going through right now. And I want to set her free. So yeah, I didn't respond well to deadlines. The stress and the anxiety were not good for me. So I ended up doing a job which was far worse, which was running a post office. Now I've been set free from that. And I'm in a place now where I can choose what I want to do and find something that I love. So I have done that. I've found coaching, or rather I think probably more true to say that coaching has found me, which came as a result of the YouTube Academy that I did November through to December. And then paid for a business coach to help me to become a coach, which is now just finished, and I've got a paid client, so it's working. Paid client on the back of having done some free coaching with him, which he must have got value from enough that he was willing to pay for coaching when the free sessions finished, which in itself tells me that it's something I can do, it's something I enjoy. And the hailstones are coming down outside. I don't know if you can hear that. Hailstones. Wow. That's a beautiful sound. So for those of you just joining, the reason that I'm in the dark is because my migraine. I don't want the key light burning my eyes. So there we go. I've got my coaching. I've got the things I want to do, which is to travel with my wife, to set her free, which requires money. Enough money that I don't have to work while I'm travelling, or I could actually do coaching whilst travelling. All I need is a laptop or an iPad. Really, it's doable. It really is doable. So I think what I need to do is find some more coaching clients. What kind of coaching? That's a good question. It was, or is, I've been calling it recovery coaching. So the idea is that I find people who are struggling with recovery after addiction. So my YouTube channel in some ways is an example of building a business in recovery. The sound of the guitar with the hailstones outside is sublime. So if I can build a coaching business that earns enough to support the family without my wife's income, that's the dream. I need it to give me enough time to build my content creation, my podcast, my YouTube channel, to become a filmmaker. One of my idols, or maybe not idol, but somebody that I respect and admire and who inspires me, is Rich Roll. Not the ultramarathon side of his his life or the veganism, but the recovery and the channel he has built. So he's a firm believer in Alcoholics Anonymous, as am I. He has amazing conversations with people, including one which I listened to recently with Stephen Pressfield, who wrote this book. That was a really good podcast episode that I would recommend to you if you're interested in this kind of thing. So the idea that I can build my own life to be what I want it to be, I get inspiration from people like that. So the resistance is a thing that I need to deal with. I think I might read that book for the rest of the day. Or end up just playing guitar, which would be nice too. So I might cut it short there. I'm kind of running out of energy, as you can probably tell. And I need to energise because I have a guitar pupil later this afternoon. So yeah, I'm going to kill it now. Time to chill and drink water and hopefully recover fully by tomorrow, ready for another week. So yeah, sorry this one's been a bit more subdued than normal. Migraines. I've had migraines all my life. My dad had migraines. Hamish does not, which is nice. Freya gets headaches though. I don't know if it's a genetic thing. I think it might be, but yeah, they suck. They really suck. Anyway, time to go. Remember,